Now, the battle over a controversial data center proposal in Fairfax County is taking on a new chapter. Critics voiced their concerns to the State Cooperation Commission last night.
Yeah, they want the SEC to stop an application that would build transmission lines and a substation to support this data center. Our Matthew Torres explains what's next in Alexandria tonight.
Ann Bennett grew up near the Bryn Mawr community in Fairfax County section of Alexandria. She says there's no greater threat to the neighborhood's quality of life than a proposed 461,000 square feet data center along Edsel Road near Winterview Drive.
It is one of the most troublesome land use applications for data centers that I've seen.
Neighbors who oppose the plan to transform this plaza worry about noise and what it would mean to the environment. They argue it'd be too close to homes compared to other data centers in more industrial areas.
The protections are not in place for the residents who live here.
Back in September, Fairfax County decided to restrict where data centers could go in the county. Residents were hoping this proposed project would be included, but it was not, as the application process was already underway. This week, the county determined the plans met requirements, but so far a building permit has yet to be submitted.
The developer is proposing basically to completely tear down the existing buildings here.
That's why neighbor Tyler Ray says the fight to stop this is far from over. To power a large data center, you need transmission lines and a substation. Neighbors shared their concerns to the State Corporation Commission Thursday night to convince them to deny an application to build a 5-acre substation and transmission lines less than 60 feet from homes.
If it's going to move forward anyway, the transmission lines should be put underground. They should not be within 40 feet of our homes. That just seems utterly ridiculous to us. And the electrical substation should not be located as close as it possibly can to residents.
A Dominion Energy spokesperson says the company has worked to minimize impacts by proposing to have new electric facilities on company-owned and industrial land. Developer Starwood Capital Group says it doesn't have a comment.
The harm here to the residents will be, significant.
The next step in this process is another hearing with the SEC next month, where all the parties involved get to bring in witnesses and evidence to help build their case. But the state says it could still take several months before a final decision is made. I'm Matthew Torres, WUSA 9.